Hi everyone, I'm McLaughlin and this is Dressage Training Tips sponsored by Cosequin. This is Princeton, a 14-year-old Hanoverian, and we're going to discuss preparing for transitions. That's going to be transitions from gait to gait and transitions within the gait. So when we're discussing transitions, the most important thing is that the horse doesn't lean down into their chest. They don't lean on your hands. They don't fall with weight down onto their front legs. Everybody knows the buzzwords. Horses should be sitting on their haunch. They should be rotating their pelvis. But how do we get them to do that? And that's going to be through a series of half halts. Half halt in the most simplified form is putting traction to the rear. However, half halts are the hardest thing to learn in horsemanship. The timing of them, the application of how much you have to put into them, how much strength. Hopefully not a lot, but that's going to depend on the horse, and it's going to depend on where you are in the ask, tell, demand part of asking for the transition back onto the haunch. Now, if they don't listen, maybe I'm going to give a little stronger half halt, and that's going to be squeezing with my base of support, closing and snugging my legs, sitting back onto my pocket, engaging my core, and then immediately following when I feel the horse start to maybe get lighter in front or sit more behind, I'll add lower leg, encouraging the hind leg under even more. Now that is also very much tied together with the rein back. The age should be exactly the same. We shouldn't have a different rein back, or maybe we put our legs back. That's not correct. Your half halt and your rein back should be exactly the same thing. Because if the horse doesn't understand the half halt, you can always use the rein back to add in more clarity for the horse of what you are asking for in the half halt. Now, after the rein back, I always put my lower leg on, sending the horse forward again, exactly like in the half halt, just a more defined version of it. Now, when we do some transitions here, either from gait to gait or within the gait, we're going to want to make sure that I feel him getting a little lighter in the shoulders. Does he have to go like a Grand Prix horse yet? No, he's a second level horse schooling third level right now. So he's got to show me some effort in getting a little lighter in the shoulders and a little bit of effort of rotating the pelvis under. I'm going to begin a few of the transitions, which are some of the things I would have been doing in warm-up, where I start going to a little bit more collected and medium walk. And I make him sit back and get shorter and higher with his steps. And when I put lower leg on, he needs to go into my hand. Am I gonna get after him for that slight loss of rhythm? No, he made an effort to go forward. Now, if he did that every time, yes, I would probably start to be a little bit more cognizant of what he's gonna do so that I don't lose rhythm, meaning he broke the trot for a step or two. Thinking about where I have the pole. Is the pole the highest point? Or is he trying to get his crest a little bit higher and maybe get his neck a little too low? Good boy. Good. And tied with ask, tell, demand. Again, I'm going to ask him for a transition to trot. As long as he keeps sitting and keeping his pole more of the highest point, and a little resistant, we'll do it again. Calf on, spur on, tap, tap, getting attention. Now, I'm gonna build a little bit more on one of the previous tips of ask, tell, demand, in that if I don't love a transition, he has to do it again within 3 seconds. If I don't love it, he has to do it again. Didn't love it, so he does it again. Immediately, not a circle down the road. He doesn't remember by then what I'm asking for. I'm trying to set him up so he can get a reward. Good boy. Good. I'm gonna ask him to go forward a little bit more, but I make him sit back a little bit more first. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Now he's starting to ask me if he can go forward instead of waiting for me to tell him. So I want to give him a reward for the correct thought. Good boy. And now again, within gait to gait, I'm gonna make the walk a little bit more collected because he's trying to lean on his chest. I'm giving little vertical lifts, little vertical half halts, saying, no, you can't fall down. Legs into canter position, telling him we're getting ready to canter, seeing if there's any ignoring of the aids, and then he can canter. Good boy. Same thing at the canter. Keep thinking, can I shift him back a little? If I sit back and I help him come up in his pole and his chest, can I feel it? If I do, good boy. Sit him back first, and then we can lengthen. Good. And again, sit him down for the corners so he can balance better. He's up, so now he can go. Close my thighs for the half halt, lower back, good boy. Prepare him for his down transition. Pole got a little low, but not enough that I'm gonna reprimand him. He can have his reward. Good boy.